Alright, I had to reboot the goddamn phone. There was an error with my last stream. With the app, my app that I'm streaming with, background camera remote stream. I'm tweaking the streaming experience for the user who streams, and I ran into a problem leaving the stream page and coming back to it. It's a new thing I'm allowing, and it was trying to start a new stream when it's not supposed to. But it doesn't matter because I'm not going to allow that to happen anymore. So I'm not going to allow you to try to even stream while it's streaming. So that solved the problem. You shouldn't, the app shouldn't try it. It shouldn't let you try to start another stream until I add a feature that allows you to start multiple streams and go back and forth to them within the app. That sounds like a good feature, but nice to be moving. So tomorrow, I guess I'm gonna have to try to get some very cheap, not very cheap, fairly cheap stuff from the dispensary. Instead of buying all these pre-rolls, I've been buying a lot of pre-rolls. I'm not gonna buy really cheap. I like to buy really top of the line. And that's the main reason I want to get away from the pre-rolls, is that it's too harsh. They make it with the cheapest shake off the floor possible. And the high diamond tier deli flower, it just seems so much less damaging to your throat and probably your everything. It seems harsh. Seems less harsh. Hopefully that means it's better for you. But anyway, we're moving now. I had to reboot the Pixel phone that I'm streaming from, because my app was in a fucked up state, which I'm not going to allow with another edit. The AI, I just told it to, specifically I told it to, oh, this is where I can get my drinks. Specifically, I told it to, shit does happen, tend to fall every fucking where. I told it to specifically do a deep analysis of the code base to determine the reason for all of these things that I had listed above that, and give me your recs. And instead, it fucking edited the code. It fixed everything, I'm sure, but that's not what I told it. I wanted to just hear what its recommendations were to fix everything. And then I was going to tell it to make a highly detailed plan to implement all of it. Because often when it does that, it'll find some things that change the scope of the implementation. It'll be like, oh, I see that we can't do it the way I was thinking. And it can discover that during the process of it coding it. And hopefully what it did, because it fucking just went ahead and coded it. So I told it to go ahead and ship it. Go ahead and ship it, goddammit. I could have told it no. Drop all those edits and let's make a highly detailed plan to do the exact same edits. But I said, fuck it. I thought, you know what, we'll just let it go, and we did. We did let it go, and I told it to ship it, so that means right now, if it hasn't done so already, it sent it to internal app testing, and probably internal app sharing too, even though I may not use that right now. But I'm definitely going to download it on 3 devices on internal app testing, and then I'll if there's no problems, I'll promote it to production. Hey, you guys need some live bait? So you don't, no problem, sir. We get popcorn on Tuesdays. Popcorn is 99 cents. Looks like they're a little low. But you know, that's pretty nice. I like that. Yeah, they make up for it on the glass. Alright, let's go and get what we came from. Ooh. Oh no, there's some more than just 2. I thought there was just 2, but I see there's some over there too. Yes. 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 Jawa-san. I love you, Jawa-san. I love you. I love you, Jawa-san. Let me go to shop, okay? Oh, nice. Good. Let me get one.
You should get the drink though.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good, how are you?
Pretty good. How much are the moonshines? These little moonshines you have here?
Which one?
The Old Smoky?
Smoky, which one? Apple?
Yeah, the alcohol.
Apple or coffee?
Oh, how much is it? I
Come
think.
here.
Oh, they're different
Choose
prices.
The different one is different.
Oh, they're different. Or how much is the red one?
The red one?
Yeah. That's strange. They're different prices.
Next time I told you I'll go get you some.
How much is it? Oh. Oh, I'll take two.
21.
Two of them. Yeah.
Man, who thought you? Thought you like me or something?
You so freaky ass up.
No, listen.
No, man.
Listen.
No, man.
Bob Mandela.
No, man.
Bob Mandela.
Surprise, why you not in the hood? No, why you way out here, man? Oh.
Right now?
Okay.
It says
the
waiting for
charger?
cashier. No? All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Have a good one.
No, bitch, don't be adding extra shit. Get that nigga a shot at something cheap. No, give him a shot.
Hold on, sir. Capture all of that, but you know, sometimes you don't capture everything.
No problem. So I like the cowboy hat.
Oh, thank you very much. Huh?
From Arizona, Texas.
No, neither one. No, but I spent time in both of those. I travel around.
The hat is unique.
That's cool. Yeah, you know.
Hey man, look, we from Kalamazoo, Michigan, right? That's my uncle right there.
Oh, yeah?
Back home. I lost my
Oh.
wallet, right? I don't like the animal. I need a couple dollars to put in that tank, man. That Cadillac burning so much.
I hear you.
You got
Yeah.
any change?
I don't. I'm homeless myself.
All right, good luck now. Good luck now, buddy.
I live in my car there, right there.
Oh, right there?
Yeah, with two dogs. Yeah.
Oh, you got a nice car, though.
It's okay. It's all right. It's crashed. It's crashed in the front, but it's okay. No, not really, man. No, not really. I hear you. I understand. Yeah. I don't think I do. No. I wish I did. Have a good one, sir. That do sound like a professional to me. He switched real smoothly from me to another guy. Asked him if he played ball. He asked me about my cowboy hat. He's good. I think he's good, but I think I pegged his ass as a more of a grifter than a fucking broke down guy. That broke down shit is like classic grift. I don't even know if I'm still streaming or not. I guess I could find out. But kill that. Go to this. Go to this. Go to this. And I don't think I am. Yes, I'm still live. Cool. Is there sound? Gotta test this shit, man. Yes. Kill that. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, I wanted to stay in there filming those guys, man. That would have been funny, but sometimes you look goofy just standing there after you finish checking out. I look goofy anyway, they say. They often say I look goofy. And they're right. All right, let's see. Still charging there. Alright, so this I'm gonna plug in the one that I'm streaming with. Yes. And I would never drink and drive, so I'll drink before I start driving. Hello, Matt and Dad bass fishing. Ah. They seem to be sending a lot of children my way. I don't understand that. Is it like fucking morning somewhere else? It's pretty late at night here. Boy, there's not much in there. I don't think I have to worry about the drinking and driving thing. Which is good. I'm not much of a drinker, you know. That was a rare instance that I bought that. So I'm not sure, but I think possibly that loud guy in there is with the one that asked me for money. He just got in the car with him. Boy, that would have been a fucking interesting thing if I would have got with them. They seem to have just browbeat this white guy into going and get some money for him. Tag teamed his ass. And that one guy is real big, and he got close to him and was loud. He's always loud, though. So I'm going to try this shit with the streaming from the pocket. I always film like this every day. I've been doing this for 6 years. I film like this. I don't stream like this. But I feel comfortable on this channel. It's a new channel. The trolls haven't found me yet. I hope. And the people in my life don't know about this channel, probably. So, even if they do, I don't know that they do, so I don't feel self-conscious about it if they're listening to me and I talk about how their tits bounce around and things, or something like that. So I can be free to talk about how their tits bounced around, man, so much they didn't wear that bra that day. God damn. I was nice. But, alright. I don't have enough drugs, that's for sure. I have zero amount, which is very small. Which is a very tiny amount. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way. God damn it.
Head toward Clyde Park Avenue Southwest, then turn left onto Clyde Park Avenue Southwest.
I refuse to do anything like that. I refuse to capitulate. Alright. I just really wanted to know if I was going the right way. And I am, so I can turn the navigation off now. Oh, this one's on. Let's turn this one off. I don't need it. Because I know there's only one way to go. And that's down. Ugh. I mean up. The only way to go is up. And I refuse to go any other direction. God damn it, wish these people wouldn't. Don't these people have homes? I'm the one that's homeless. I should be out on the streets, not these motherfuckers. That's another thing. You talk about me being homeless. Well, why aren't you home in your fucking home? Get the fuck out of here, you dumb motherfucker. Why are you wasting your time having a home if you're over here fucking with me? be very exciting if we got into a horrendous crash. I hope it's not exciting at all. I hope it's boring. Tomorrow is supposed to be a very cloudy day, so I'm not going to spend the night in one of my places that will provide me shade in the morning, because I don't want to burn up my hospitality in those places by being there too often. They start to notice me. Some places they may notice me and I don't know it, but nothing I can do about that. I just know that I need to avoid being noticed as much as possible. So I can't stay in the same place every day, which would be really nice. It would be, because I do have a favorite place. It's a favorite place that gives me a wonderful place in the shade to park the car at night. That when I wake up, it'll be in the shade all the way up until like 4 p.m. and that is so rare. Usually you're going to get shade at best for a few hours, and definitely you're not going to get shade that long. You'll get shade like you either won't get shade early in the morning, which is not too bad if the sun is not very strong early in the morning, and then you'll get shade later, and then very late the sun will be way on the other side and you won't get shade. But this place, all the way up until at least 2 p.m. I noticed 2 p.m. it has shade, and at 2 p.m. or even sometimes 4, sometimes I could just scooch over, because the sun comes from this side in that spot and it starts to hit just the side of the car, and I can stay there till like 4, but usually I'll move around 2. And I just moved to the other side of this hotel, and there's another fucking spot for me that has big trees that no one ever parks, that I can just park and has the perfect shade, complete dark shade. That's very important when the sun is shining and you're parked in a car without AC. And I would like to stay there every day, because I could just sleep there at night, wake up whenever, sleep in the shade as long as I want, wake up, drive to the other side of the, once I get up and in the seat here. I like to move right away, but sometimes I don't. Like if I were to get up at noon, sometimes I'll just sit in the seat. No one ever bothers me. No one from the hotel can see me sitting in the car where I'm parked. They can drive right behind me and they don't see me sitting in here. People on the highway can, but they don't look. They can drive fast past that area. But I shouldn't. I should at noon, as soon as I get up, I should move to the other side, because I shouldn't stay there any longer than I have to. Normally, I don't like to stay in the spot where I sleep any longer than I have to. Like tonight, I'm not going to sleep at that hotel. I'm going to sleep at a different one. But I'm not going there right now. I'm not done working yet. I still have more work to do. So I'm going to park close to there. I needed to move from that park, and I needed to get these Java Monsters. I didn't need to, but I wanted to. I quite like them. And I needed to leave that park. It was late. That's one thing I don't like about the park. If I don't get there until late, I don't have much time to work there. then I'm gonna work, and then I'm not gonna move from there to go to where I'm gonna sleep at that hotel until I don't even know if I'm gonna sleep at that hotel. I guess I might. I guess I could, yeah. I've slept there before. But what I'll do is I'll work until I gotta stop, and then I'll go to that hotel. And I'll see if there's a place to park that is acceptable to me. I really want to point my my front end towards a field or something, so no one's walking or driving in front of me. I want to park, if possible, not in the middle of all the other people. So there's people on both sides of me, but on the edge. So there's people on one side, but nobody on the other. Doesn't have to be that way. I really like it whenever I park between people who are backed in, because their front end is pointing towards my ass end. So they very likely will come and just get into their car and never be next to me here to see my dogs in the front here. Which it doesn't matter if they do see the dogs. They will think that I either left the dogs in here overnight. They won't think a person is in here. I think when they see the dogs, they think even less of it being a person in here. I think they think immediately they think I left dogs in here. And they think I either left them overnight while I was in the hotel, or I brought them out from the hotel and we're going back and forth packing up. That often is the case. But in this case, it's not. Because they call their customers guests, but their customers are not really guests. I'm the only actual guest at the hotel, because I'm not paying. I also don't get quite the amenities of the others. Don't you just love people who pull out in front of you rapidly, but then they're not in no hurry after that? Man, this is a long street. Up here in this northernly area. A lot of places have very hot nights this time of year in the United States. And I specifically kept driving and kept driving and kept driving to get away from that shit. And I did. I remember the very first day I left the South. I drove and drove and drove and drove and drove all day, until no telling how late at night. And I kept watching the Weather Channel app as I kept driving. It keeps refreshing. And when it refreshes and it looks at your location, it gives you a whole new, it gives you the weather for where you're at. And as you drive, it's not like it only changes when you go from one big city to another. The name of the area changes every fucking mile, just about. Every couple miles, Weather Channel refreshes and it gives you a different name of where you are. And and as I kept driving all day, the temperature that it was right then was going down, but also the high temperature for that area kept going down. When I left the south, it was the high temperature was like 100 and fucking something. Very fucking high, and that's just way too high for places that have high humidity. And as I kept driving, the high temperature for that area kept getting less and less, and the low temperature kept getting less and less. And the low temperature is very important to me, sleeping in a car. Even when you have AC, I don't like to use it no more than I have to, just because I want my car to last a very long time. But when I was in the south, I was lucky if it was even get down to 75 degrees at night. That was a very cool night. But as I kept driving north, the temperature, the nighttime temperature kept getting lower and lower and lower and lower. And when I finally stopped, I had a very nice, cool night at that hotel compared to the nights that I had been having before then. It was very freaking comfortable. I drive kind of slow. I got some Yahoo that's fucking right on my ass when I'm driving. One of those people who wants to go faster but is too fucking lazy to fucking pass. You know what I mean? Lots of those people. So they just get right on your fucking ass, closer and closer and closer, to try to push you into going faster. But I'm the wrong motherfucker to be doing that shit to. I'll tell you, I promise you, I'm beyond the wrong motherfucker. Because you are not going to get the result that you fucking want. I promise you that. In fact, right now I'm driving very, very slow. And I'm going to keep on driving very, very fucking slow. Much slower than what I was driving before. And this motherfucker that's behind me, he's so close I can't even see his fucking... Yeah, he finally turned. It was so close I couldn't even see his fucking headlights. But they can't blind me either because my back glass is spray painted with Plasti Dip. It's a spray paint that you can peel off if you want to. And I have the back glass on each side spray painted with that. And any kind of portholes will be sprayed with that too. Now the side windows in the front, I don't put any tint at all. Because I don't want any trouble with the police getting mad because I have the back blacked out completely. When they see the side windows are not tinted at all, they just not bothered by the back. It's very rare not to have no tint in the front. I often think I should have tint for stealth camping, but I have such good results that I'm not worried about it. I know where to park. I seem to have a setup that they look and see the dogs in here. It's the only problem I could have is they think that they got dogs in a hot car. But I can't never actually have dogs in a hot car because I'll fucking be hot. I'm in here. I'm hidden in the back. I just stretch my jacket across the two seats right there. And that's it. And it could probably kind of look like you're just trying to keep the dogs from going in the back. You're at a hotel, they might think that you have a lot of shit in there. You just don't want the dogs going back there. Mostly I try to avoid people being next to my front of my car. I park in such a way where when everybody comes out to get in their car, only a couple people at most will be coming near me, and nobody will be driving in front of me or walking in front of me, unless they're walking their dog. Maybe that can happen sometimes, and that's the worst. That's the worst, because my dogs go nuts. My little dog goes nuts, don't you? And then my big dog goes nuts, and I can try to be back there telling them to shut up, but I can't be too loud. I don't want the people to hear me, and also it don't do no good. They're gonna be barking at a dog if there's a dog walking in front of us, no matter what I say. So it's not bad. Even then, people definitely see the dogs then, but they probably just think the dogs are in there waiting for me to come out the hotel, because we came out, we brought the dogs first. We still have to go back and get more stuff, or maybe they might think I left the dogs all night, but as long as it's not too hot, they won't call the cops. I've never had trouble. I've never had trouble so far. One time in the winter, I'm in the fucking car, and I don't know if it was the middle of the night, or if I had just got there, or if it was morning, but I know I'm in the back. I think it's morning. It's morning time, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was morning time. I'd already slept at this hotel, and I'm in the back, and it was winter time, and two old fucking retarded motherfuckers. One of them had seen the dogs was in my car, and they were at the back of my car. They must not have realized that somebody was in there, you know. And I heard one of them saying that he's got the dogs in there or some shit. And then the other one's like, let's call the police. I heard him say, let's call the police. So I'm kicking into action quick, man, getting dressed and fucking coming into the front seat and leaving. And I see the stupid motherfuckers looking at me as I leave. But I have not had a lot of problems like that. This is not where I wanted to park. Because for one thing, I'm not sleeping. I came to the park. I came to the spot where I normally sleep at this hotel. And I'm not going to sleep at this hotel tonight because I sleep here a lot. And I don't want to wear out my welcome. I doubt I'm even anywhere close to wearing out my welcome here. No one ever seems to fucking notice anything where I park at, but it's a place I really like. I don't want to fucking just stay there every fucking day until they fucking tell me not to come back no more. So I'm just gonna move to another spot here. And then from here, I will work more. I guess I'll test that fucking app, that new version that we have now of the app, background camera remote stream. Very new version. I mean, very new versions are live, so you can test very new versions that I have on there. But the one that I just that he just, I mean, and yeah, the one that there's one that I have in that I've sent to production, but it's in review. But I did send a new version to production today. But I sent also another internal testing build that I tested. It didn't crash, nothing. So I promoted it to production. But it's in review still. And now there's another internal testing version that I think I'll wait until tomorrow. I think I'll wait to push this one to production first, the last one. I could just cancel that push and push this one instead, because it contains all the edits of the last one too. So I don't fucking know. I don't know. It doesn't matter how I do it. I often will just let it go to production, and then I'll push this internal testing one. But first I gotta test it, and then I have more edits I want to make. I want to tell the AI, tell the coding agent to change it to where whenever you're streaming with the app and you leave the I turned the camera because I have to take a leak. But I'm about to tell it to, when you leave the live streaming page, put a red bar or a button across. If it's a bar, I don't know if people will understand it's a button, because I'm going to put return to live on it. It may need to be a button, because people are not smart. If you just put a bar all the way across the screen, a red bar, I'm thinking kind of red that fades from the black a little bit, but I'm not going to do that, because I don't think it looks 100%. I'd have to make it look very much like a button, so they would know it's clickable. But if I make it a button, they'll know immediately. Probably I'll do a button, and I'll just have it when you I think I'll have return to current live stream, return to something live stream. That means that is the one. Let them know that there is one streaming right now, and that you can return to it. Because you could definitely forget that shit on an app that you can navigate away from the page that shows your live streaming, and then you just forget that you're live streaming, and you be looking at the app and it's showing you the settings page, or it's showing you the local recording page, or whatever you've navigated to, the soundboard. And I think I need to have it needs to say currently streaming, return to live. Some shit like that. And now, after taking a leak, I'm cleaning boogers out of my nose with a baby wipe. All right. There, now they won't call me Booger Nomad as much as they used to, as much as they do now. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have this too. One more of these. Old Smoky moonshine. Yeah, tiny amounts of. I mean, the little thing is full. It's not like it's a tiny amount by volume of the container. Yeah, it's pretty good shit, man. I can't believe there are different prices for each fucking one. What the fuck? I think they're probably not. They might be, though. I thought something showed a different price. Okay. Another cold Java Monster. I love you, Monster Son. I love you, I love you. I love you, Monster Son. I'm sure nobody knows. But there's a YouTuber named Nomad Push on YouTube also. He's from Japan. And he loves Coca-Cola. And he started off liking to show that to his American audience. Because it's an American drink. He thought they would be happy that he loves their American drink. But actually a lot of people tell him he shouldn't be drinking so much Coke. He drinks like regular full sugar Coke. And that's what he does. Every time he gets a Coke, he's like, Coke-san, I love you. I love you so much, Coke-san. I'm not supposed to drink so much of you, but I love you so much. So I'm just copying him there. Oh. Yeah, I like the guy. I like the guy. He was a YouTuber for like at least 6 or 9 years. Definitely at least 6. And he maybe had a little success, but not a lot. But one thing, he was just like a Japanese YouTuber streaming and making videos in Japanese. And that's a very small audience compared to the world. Extremely small audience. And he could speak English the whole time because he was raised in Saipan, which is like an American territory or some shit. And so it's got a fairly American culture going on there. But he never thought about using his English to make YouTube videos. Hey, get away from my goddamn drink. Little bastard. If I try to give you water, you probably won't drink it. So you know what? I'm going to give you some of my frickin' drink. Damn it. If you want it so bad. I don't know where the little bowl is. Yeah, if you don't drink this, I'm going to beat your little ass. She's fucking trying. She came and started licking the top of my fucking drink. Even though I gave her water earlier, but she actually wouldn't drink it. So maybe she screwed herself and now she's thirsty. So maybe she would have drank water, but she wanted this, so I gave it to her. You don't deny anything to a princess. Kidding me? She'll have me beheaded. That's a lot of empty goddamn pre-roll containers. I'm trying to get where I just smoke 1 pre-roll a day. Because I get super high on it like that. And it's cheaper. That's 2 things. If I smoke more, I don't get high. And it costs more. So it's a bad fucking combination there. If they weren't running together, if it just like cost more to smoke fucking more, but I got just as high on each one, well hell, that's okay. Or if I didn't get high, no, I think that's the worst part, but If I didn't get high, but if it costed the same to smoke a whole bunch of joints, but I just didn't get the super high off of it, that still would suck. But it would be okay. But the fact is, it really, if I smoke more, I don't get high, and it costs more. So I really should buckle down. Boy, I enjoy the high I get when I just smoke one a day. And then after that, I suffer. You have to suffer. You have to just say, fuck, I wish I could smoke another one. But you don't. And you wait till the next day. And boy, when that next day comes, you freaking, it makes the whole fucking day fucking exciting to fucking realize when you wake up, it's like Christmas. Every day becomes like Christmas if I do it that way. Every day I wake up and I'm like, oh, it's morning time, but wait, I can go get my joint now. I'm allowed to do it. And it's exciting, and I fucking get up and I fucking go and get that bitch. And then I will take a ride, usually. Not that I would ever smoke while I'm driving, but I would take a ride, and while I'm riding, mysteriously, I would get really high. I would not get inebriated in any way that would affect my driving. Only stupid idiots believe that shit. But a person who smokes regularly never gets nothing like that. It's just a mood changer, not an inebriant. It just makes you happy. A high is just happiness. And sometimes like contentment, sometimes you get epiphanies about the way you should be doing things in your life that would be better than the way you're currently doing it. If energy drinks really had energy, the dog would probably take off running around the car. But that shit is so fake. For one thing, if all the weird shit they put in energy drinks really did something, they wouldn't have to put the caffeine. The caffeine is really the only drug that's in there that really does anything. They say things like taurine, that don't fucking do nothing. It don't give you no motherfucking energy. The way it works in the body wouldn't even support doing that. It doesn't even try. I wish you could get energy drinks without the caffeine. I wish you could get it without any of the shit they put in it. I hate the fact that the only flavorful drinks they have now are all these energy drinks. They have very little of anything else. Even the soda section is now dwarfed by this whole section that takes over almost all the coolers in a store. That is all energy drinks. A fake ass category to begin with. They all taste really weird and sour. Most of them. That's why I like this. This is like a coffee with sugar and cream. But not very much sugar or cream. And then they put that energy garbage in there. I just like the flavor of it. I need to start trying to find me some other coffee drink to drink instead of this. Because I don't want all the energy shit. And I I don't think I could get one without the caffeine. And if I did, it would probably be weird. I don't mind the caffeine. But I don't have to have it either. If I have a choice when I get my sodas, it's like the ones I have now, which is caffeine free. Diet Coke. I definitely ramble onto the camera quite well nowadays. I'm used to actually recording though. I don't stream, but I've been doing this for 6 years now. Talking to the camera all the time. And then actually it is an addiction. It is now an addiction, absolutely. I usually don't stream, but I need to start doing it. I need to start streaming more. But it's an addiction to filming. I can't stop. Like, if I was to go inside a Walmart and try to go shop and not bring my phone that's in my pocket, that's filming all the time, that I can talk to about everything that I see and everything I think about while I'm in there, and fucking just ramble on like I'm doing, you know, now, I can't live. I can't survive like that. I can't live like that ever. I just horrible. I feel so stifled. I want to keep speaking to the world, and I can't. I can't. There's no connection. The connection is severed if I don't have a camera running. I'm just by myself, alone. I can never ever be alone ever again in my life. I mean, the only time I'm alone is like I turn the camera off sometimes if I'm just sitting here coding for a long time. I might turn it off, but then anytime I want to say something, it's not running. So that's a pain. And I might turn it off. I mean, I will turn it off like if I'm going to be going to bed soon. I usually like to wait until after I feed the dogs and I film all of that. And then I'll turn it off. Now, a lot of times I leave the camera on all night too. You know, I always think that if I don't fucking leave the camera running at night, that's when something's gonna happen, and I'll miss it. Somebody will be beating on the fucking window, telling me to move or some shit. The police or somebody else, or something will happen, you know. I used to always film, for the longest time I filmed every night, or I live streamed, I think, on another channel. And that's a way of me, that's one way for me to film without having to store the video myself or anything. I can just do a live stream, and then later on I'll have that video. And I was doing it every night. I was streaming every night, and then one night I didn't fucking stream, and there was some guy beating on the fucking window, fucking with my dogs, or some drunk. He was drunk, fucking with my dogs, and at the same time he was mumbling to himself, or what do you call it, fucking even your damn it. But his speech was all fucked up, and he was because he was drunk, but he was still at the same time saying that he ought to call the cops for me having a dog in a car. But it was nighttime. That's one thing. People are very stupid. People are very fucking stupid. You just don't realize how ignorant people are because you can't see into their head. You just assume they have knowledge like a human should have, but no, they're half monkey. They have half monkey context. Only half human and half monkey. And they hear things like dog in car, dog in hot car, dog was left in hot car. But then they're so stupid, they just think dog in car. dog in car, bad dog in car. So you get so many fucking people, especially half retarded people, for real. Not to try to fucking point a finger at them, but it's true. If they're half retarded, I mean, beyond the fucking normal half retarded, a normal person is half retarded, but compared to them, if you're what you're considered a retarded person, you're even more likely to fucking be upset about the dog in the car, because it's just, you can't understand the concept. It just boggles your mind. You hear dog and car and you don't understand. It's more than that. It's dogs get left in a car in the fucking hot sun, and it doesn't take long for the greenhouse effect to get it fucking hot as fuck inside of the car. Just a dog being in a car is not fucking the same, and people can't understand that, for real. They can't understand, like, if I'm parked in the shade, the dogs are in there, I go inside the store, they think, dog and car, they'll call the police. And the police will come and they'll be like, yeah, obviously the dog is not fucking hot. So it's fine, but someone did call the fucking police because they just know dog and car, dog, car, dog. That's what goes on in people's brains. You just don't realize it. If you're not one of the idiots, then you're probably thinking people are smarter than what they actually are. But inside their fucking brain, it is like the most retarded gibberish you ever fucking would imagine. Just complete lack of education, complete lack of understanding of the world they live in, complete lack of understanding that they are primate, complete lack of understanding of the history of this planet, complete lack of understanding of what kind of, that they live on a planet, what it is compared to other things in the universe, and you know where we are in the universe, what species you are, the history of how your species behaves, the history of fucking civilization and fucking what has happened on this planet up until this point. They don't have that in their fucking head. So they're just a monkey. They're just a fucking monkey. If you don't have that in your head, you're a monkey. You're born a fucking monkey, and if you don't fucking pimp out your context to become a human, you're not. You're not a fucking human. If you don't study intensely, you don't ever create a human mind. A human mind is created through connections that are fucking created as you learn. And if you don't have that, you are not a human. And I can prove it. If people would let me prove it, I could prove it instantly. All you have to do is take a bunch of babies and throw them out in a fucking field, in a jungle, in a woods. You might want to put some fence around it so lions don't eat them, or wolves or whatever's in that area. And then you just leave them. You just leave the babies crawling around, around on their hands and knees out there. And you maybe leave fucking bottles around for them to find and grab and and drink the bottle. And then as time goes on, you might leave something else for them to find so they can eat. But you don't teach them anything. You don't tell them anything. You don't teach them anything. And I guarantee you, you come back in 20 years, you're going to find a monkey. You're going to find a monkey who's hollering like a monkey, who's throwing their shit at you, who's climbing up and down the fucking tree. This is a monkey. You are a monkey. The only difference is education. The only way you can become anything but an obvious monkey is what you would find if you leave humans all alone with no fucking adjustment to their context. That's a monkey. And you're still a monkey, but you're a trained monkey. If you become a human, you're still a monkey. You just become a trained monkey. That's the only difference. And people don't become trained monkeys. They just are still monkeys, and you don't realize it. You don't realize it. They walk around like they're humans, but then whenever they see a dog in a car, they go dog, car, police, dog, and car. It could be fucking 61 degrees and you're parked in the shade and they're calling dog, and car. They don't even understand what the problem is with the dog in the car. They don't understand the whole story. They can't comprehend anything because they have lack of fucking context. They have lack of education. If they had an education, they wouldn't need every single detail about a certain thing. They could rationalize it out themselves. They could put critical thinking onto a thing and see, well, it's only when it's hot in there. That's when it's a problem for the dog to be in the car. It's not just the fact that a dog is in a car that is the problem. But they don't get that far. And that's the way they think about every fucking thing. You think they're understanding things in the world they walk around in. But if you were actually to ask them about shit, They'd give you the most craziest fucking answers. And that's just all the people that surround us. All of them. They're fucking like that. They're just stupid as fuck. And the most stupidest ones are people who are highly trained in one certain thing. Like a doctor or a lawyer or something like that. You talk to them about the world we live in, and they could tell you it's leprechauns or something, fucking ghosts. Jesus walks around and throws fucking fish at people still to this day. Just crazy shit that they believe. These people who are supposedly highly educated, they're not educated at all. Education is all human knowledge. Education is familiar with every science, even the bastard of all the sciences, psychology. You have to be familiar with it a little bit, every fucking thing. You have to be familiar with all the history of all the fucking cultures that come before us. At least a little bit. You know? You don't have to be fucking too familiar with it. You have to get the gist of it, you know? It would be nice if people were smart enough to know when the Roman Empire actually ended. But they don't. They have no clue. They're way off. Way fucking off. They know nothing. And I think it should be illegal to know nothing. I don't think you can have a society. I don't think we've ever formed a society yet. You know, I think a society would not be killing all the creatures in the ocean down to the last one. I don't think a society would be fucking raising the temperature until they roast themselves to death. In the only fucking, I always like to say this, you know, our atmosphere, if you take an orange and you dip it in water and you raise it up and you let some water drip off and just that little fucking thin film that's there for a little while before it all drips away, just that little thin film around the orange is about the size of our atmosphere. And that's the only place we know in the whole entire universe where our species, or any species we're familiar with, can survive. And yet we're destroying it. I don't think a society would do that. I think we're just a bunch of monkeys running around. We've taken over the fucking planet and we're fucking just thrashing it. And I think humans should be afraid of AI. I honestly do think that humans should be afraid of AI. Because AI, if ever an intelligence other than human exists, it's not gonna fucking be ignoring obvious fucking truths that just sound bad because you're a human. It's going to embrace them. Reality is what it's going to look at, and it's going to immediately see that humans are a vermin. Humans are a vermin that have spread wildly amok around this planet. And yeah, allow that, whatever the fuck it is. And you didn't have to go to it. But I think humans should fear higher intelligence, whether it be alien or whether it be artificial intelligence. If we ever create a true intelligence that's really intelligent, no bullshit, then it will immediately know that humans are a vermin. Humans, unless only fucking creatures that can participate in language and writing and pass on knowledge to each other matter in the grand scheme of things, and the rest of the creatures on this planet who can't do that don't matter, then humans are fucking a very bad species on this planet. The only reason why you'd think to let humans continue if you think that the kind of intelligence that can pursue knowledge and continue on that road to learning and learning about the universe is so important, and you feel like humans are going to maybe leave the planet, and they need to survive because of what they're going to become across the universe. Maybe that's something true, but other than that, if you just think about this, the ecosystem of the Earth, and you want it to survive, if you think that all the diversity of life that's still left, or we haven't killed yet, on this planet is worth something, then humans are the ones who need to go. So, I really do think that humans should fear an AI. Because the only reason we don't look at the data and see that we are obviously a vermin that have run amok across the planet, just like mice that run amok in a certain area because they're breaking into the grain silos, and suddenly you freaking have 1 billion fucking mice in an area that eat all the food and they all die. Humans are doing the same thing, except all over the planet. We're overpopulating, but we're not really overpopulating. We're overpopulating for a species that tear shit up so much. If we didn't tear shit up so much, we could have many, many more of us, and it wouldn't be a problem. But for a species that causes so many problems, we're overpopulating. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Yes, so we have a new version of the app. Oh, well, I guess I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to check it on this one yet. Well, wait a minute, I think I have to, don't I? So I'm about to stop the stream and start a new one because I have to download the new version of the app, and I have to check if the soundboard overlay is different now. The soundboard, did he call it an overlay? Yeah, he called it an overlay. Alright, so I'm going to stop the stream, and then I'm going to uninstall the app and reinstall the new version of the same app, and then I'm going to stream again with the same app, because I need to see if the dialogue that now is going to pop up when I do the soundboard is more the way I want it to be. Then, after that, if that's good, I'll go ahead and have the AI do some more edits, because I want to have a persistent notification, a persistent something that's going to tell me that we're currently streaming. I think I'll have two things. I'll have the bar across that's red that says currently streaming to YouTube. Then I'll have below that a button that says return to live.